everybody. So this is a really spontaneous video. I literally just pulled my camera upstairs, put the baby bears down for a nap, and decided that it's finally a good time for me to come back to YouTube. It's not like I had a big following or it was my career, but it was such a great artistic outlet for me. And it's been over a year since I've even filmed myself, touched the camera. I mean, it's been a while and a lot has to do with that, and this is pretty much why I'm making this video, just to explain where I have been, catch everybody up on my life, and tell you where I'm planning on going. So basically, about a year and 3 months ago, so April of last year, a really traumatic experience happened in my life. I was filming YouTube videos. Everything was going great. I had my daughter Grace. She was a little bit over a year old and life was great. We did live in a rental home at the time. It was a really nice little duplex. And on April 7th, my life completely changed. I had gone out grocery shopping with Grace, and it was about 2 in the afternoon, and I forgot my wallet at home. So I was like, oh, crud. It's already getting late. You know, let's just go home. I'll try again tomorrow. Because I was planning to go to Costco. Where we lived, Costco was like a good 25-minute drive. So I figured, oh well, we'll just go tomorrow. So I drive into our drive-in garage, and there was a door that opened to the kitchen. So when we got home, I went through the kitchen, and Grace in the backseat had got crackers all over her. So I was like, okay, I'm just going to go give you a bath. And we went straight down the hallway to my husband and my bedroom, and there's a bathroom there, which I was bathed in. And we go straight into the bathroom. I start taking off all her clothes, running, and I was about to run the bath, and I hear something. And I was like, my gosh, is my husband home? This is so weird. It's so early. So I was going to go out and see what all the ruckus was, because there was a lot of, like, noise that he doesn't. He usually just comes straight home, says hi, goes straight and takes a shower. And that's definitely not who I found in the house. So I had gone from our bathroom, which was here, in our room, and then there's a hallway. So basically, I went out from the bathroom into my bedroom, and I look across the small hallway, which is maybe about, I don't know, maybe 2 foot distance from our bedroom door to the office door where I had all my makeup and filming equipment. And there was a very large man just back to me in the hallway. And I mean, in a flash of seconds, I saw him start turning, and I grabbed my purse on the bed. I run into the bathroom, slammed the door shut, lock it, and put my back to it. I called 911. I had the operator on the phone. I put Grace in the bathtub and closed the curtain, and I braced myself against the door with my legs up against the counter. And with them on speaker so he could know I was calling 911, he starts trying to kick down the door. And I, with my back to the door, I start scrounging through our little drawers in the medicine cabinet, and, well, not medicine cabinet, like counter. And I grab a pair of knives, or not knives, little like eyelash scissors, tiny little scissors, and I put them between my knuckles. And he continues to try to break down the door. The operator on the phone said someone is coming. And next thing you know, I hear sirens, and she tells me to stay there. And I just hear a big boom. And I was like, what the heck was that? And next thing I know, it's the sheriff's department letting me know that they're in the home. They had broken down our front door. Not broken down, broke the hinges. And there was dogs. I mean, there was about 15 to 20 police officers in my home at the time. I was a mess. It was the weirdest experience, because as a mom, I've never experienced something like that, where something snaps and you're ready to do anything you possibly can to protect your child. And I was at that point. We did not own a weapon. There probably wouldn't have been time to grab a weapon even if we did. And it was really traumatizing. When I had gone out from our room to meet with the police officers, our home was ransacked. He was probably in there a good 15 minutes before we, came into contact with each other. And they had ransacked our living room, taken almost all our valuables. We think it was one person inside and one outside. We had a backsliding door, which is what he used to escape and go over our fence in the back. The police officers think that since I came in the driveway through the garage, went straight in, they were probably bringing things out at the time, and I just didn't see them because I went straight through. There's two separate little hallways that go into the bedroom, and that's the direction I took. So it's just, I'm just lucky they didn't catch me coming into the house, because with his intentions of trying to break down the door, knowing I was in there, who knows what turn of events might have happened. But my most important thing that I was trying to do was protect my daughter, and I was ready to come out arms swinging, to be honest. I'm not a violent person, but becoming a mom has definitely changed that in me. And from that day, I called my husband. Actually, I called my grandparents and my husband. My husband was working about 45 minutes away at the time. So he started to drive home. The police stayed with me the entire time. They took fingerprints off of things, and my grandparents came over because I was so shaken that I couldn't even relay information to the police at the time. It was really strange. I've never experienced anything like that. I mean, I've been in a car crash where you're kind of adrenaline's going, but this was something completely different. So after everything gets handled with that, I suffered from a bit of PTSD for a good, 6 months, I would say. I tried not to let onto it because I didn't want Grace to think anything was wrong. She wasn't fazed by the situation. She just kept crying and wiping my face because I was crying. But she was really awesome. Since she was only a year and 3 months old, or a year and 4 months old, she was, rock solid. And I never sought counseling for that. I ended up just speaking with my husband about it, and the day that happened, my husband went and he purchased a gun. I am very comfortable around guns. I grew up around guns, so that's something that I just personally never wanted in my house. Growing up in a military family, I knew safety. I knew how to shoot. I knew, you get a safe, you keep it in there, blah, blah, blah. But that's just not something that I personally wanted, because I was really scared that after we had children, they would get a hold of the gun. We bought a safe, a very, very, very large safe, and we purchased a gun. My husband and I go shooting occasionally. I'm very comfortable with it, and now I'm comfortable with the fact that I myself can protect my family if my husband is not home. And that was a really big thing for me, because I always felt so comfortable and protected when he was home. I needed him. He kept me feeling safe, and after that moment, I didn't feel safe. And that was the day that we made the decision that even though our credit was crap, we were young, and we were comfortable where we were, that was ripped away from us, and we wanted to purchase a home. We wanted to know that we could put 10 locks on our doors, be in a safe community, and really have that sense of security, because until you've lost your sense of security, you don't know how crucial it is. And I definitely lost it that day. And so we started actively searching to purchase a home. And that was around December of this past year that we started to do that. And another big thing is we got pregnant with our second child. She is now 4 months old. Her name is Anastasia. I'll insert a photo right here. She is so cute and so perfect, and we love her so much. She is just awesome. She was born on June 28th, 2016. Grace loves her. I mean, they are obsessed with each other on a whole nother level. Grace just wants to be in her bubble all the time. Anna loves it. She is the world's easiest baby. I'm not even kidding. She came out sleeping through the night. She never cries, and if she does cry, we almost think it's comical because she tries to force herself to cry. She's just awesome. She's our little blue-eyed baby, and I just love her so much. She is so similar and yet so different from Grace. I know that I always heard moms talk about, oh, your second child, it's a completely different experience, yada, yada, yada. And I was like, yeah, right. I don't know. And it's so true. The pregnancy was completely different. With Grace, I was sick terribly from moment I knew I was pregnant up until about 7.5 months, and then things got a little bit easier. And then with Anna, I was just severely sick for about 4 months, but it didn't affect me nearly as much as with Grace. And so basically, that's everything that's happened from April of last year to this point. It's been a long journey. We purchased our home and moved in the beginning of March. We've been doing some renovation and just settling in with that, with a new baby. Just things have been really crazy, but I think now is the time where we want to jump back into things. I don't necessarily know where I want to take my beauty channel yet, but I'm definitely going to start vlogging and putting that stuff up just because I really want to have a place where I can go back and watch and look at these memories and show the kids and just have like a collective place to have those memories. We don't do much. We're not necessarily the most interesting family in the world, but this is more for me, and I just want to share things with you. I definitely want to put other like informative things out about motherhood and children and experiences as a young person, being married, being a wife, being a mother, etc. So that's basically where we're going to go from here. I hope you guys join us for the journey, and I'll talk to you soon.